I love Shane Gillis calling him Alabama Jones and like accusing him of basically he's like, you were accusing Coach Saban here of cheating earlier, I believe. It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? It is a comedy show? Fucking Alabama Jones over there put me in the third degree. What's going on here?
Dude, let me lay this out for people who didn't see it. So Shane Gillis, comedian, they were asking about Notre Dame. I think Shane Gillis went to Notre Dame. So, yeah, so he is a dog in that fight. Okay. And he's like, I think Notre Dame has a shot now that, is it NCIS? Whatever the system is called where they pay the player. NIL, thank you. Now with NIL, everyone gets to pay their players, not just Alabama. Notre Dame has as good a shot as anyone. And suddenly they're like, you're accusing Nick Saban of cheating, of like awfulness.
And Saban's sitting there.
Well, I don't think he was when he said it. He was with Nick Saban
it was a one-on-one with McAfee when he said it, but then later on, they're all at the table together now, and McAfee brings it back up.
Like, yes! That's content, baby. That's content. Because he could have done a little bit of social grace, kindness to Shane Gillis and not brought up what he said about the guy that now he's with, but that's not what they did. He's like, hey, so you said this about this guy. And he was like, what? It was good.
It was fun.
Wasn't that Saban did not take the joke well. He's like, actually, what we do at Alabama is we prepared more players. We sent more players to the NFL than any other program because we prepare them for the next stage in life because we breed champions and winners at the Alabama program. That's what we do. And it's like, bro, it's a joke. Now I'm starting to think you did pay some people off.
Yeah. Are you serious? You'd have to be retarded to think that schools like Alabama and Georgia weren't paying people to be there.
Oh, well, not Georgia, because our people would have like.
You're right. No, you know what? When you're right, you're right. Georgia would never deign to drop to those depths ever.
That wouldn't need
but
to.
Schools like Alabama do that.
Minor programs trying to make a name for themselves.
100%.
I'm just saying, maybe it was the one who went on that ridiculous dynasty run and knocked out 3 or 4 national championships. Maybe they were the ones cheating. Probably, right? We found out Michigan was cheating last year when they won.
Yeah.
I think if it was really widespread, it'd be obvious on the players. Like, you give them money now and they all have fast cars. You think that 6 years ago they were just fiscally responsible and only look broke?
If it was really obvious, you would almost imagine an entire conference of teams that had regularly dominated the rest of the country for like, I'll say a decade. Like it might, like if that's what they were doing, you would see something called like the SEC where like they all thrashed every other comeuppance team.
Do you want me to tell you what it really is, Taylor?
What is it? Fire off.
Let me have my little Jimmy the Greek moment here and tell you something about the South.
Yes.
Please.
I want you to have that moment.
Well, it turns out if you throw up a demographic map of the United States of America, the talent pool is in the southern states. I have some theories on how it got there. It involves ocean. The idea that the Chiefs aren't the number 1 seed. I saw that somewhere. I don't understand. Look, I'm not a football guy.
I don't know enough about
I like to watch, but I don't know the X's and O's at all. Like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a nickel and a dime, if I'm being honest. I don't even like playing Madden. But I watched y'all play like 6 games this year. I know they've been close. I know y'all pulled it out of your ass like multiple times, but they won 15 fucking games. They lost 1.
No, they're 15-1.
They won the last 2 Super Bowls in a row as well.
We have the autistic dreamboat of a quarterback.
I love you for the 3-peat. Like I'm gonna bet on the 3-peat.
That would be sick. I wish I was a bigger football fan.
Back when like the Eagles were 12-2 and Kansas City was, I don't know, I guess they'd be 13-1. I was, you might be muted, Kyle, but I was like, I can see why someone might rank a team, even though they have 1 more loss, higher because of the nature of their wins and the nature of Kansas City's close calls. But now that it's 15-1, it's getting to be a little hard to overlook. You know, next best team is 12-3. Maybe, does that sound right?
They destroyed the Broncos in that last game. I watched the highlights just a little while ago. It was like 34-6.
The next best team is 13-2, and that's a tie between Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings. Other than that,
the Vikings were so good this year.
Yeah, and so they have a good good breadth on those guys.
Imagine being 13-2 and not winning your division. That's rough.
That would suck. Yeah, especially their NFC South Atlanta Falcons, first place at 8-7, or tied for first.
Yeah.
The Falcons and Buccaneers both 8-7.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope the Chiefs win again. I wish I could summon in myself a way to give a fuck about football more.
Really?
Because I don't care that much.
I'm really digging the ragtag come from behind nature of the Falcons this year. Like just a shit tier team.
I hope the Falcons play the Chiefs. That'd be fun.
I think they're going to make it in. They won their last game.
We'll thrash you.
I mean, we played. And
it wouldn't even be a game.
We played this year. You know what the score was?
What?
You won by 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a win or a loss?
Wait. We went from thrashing to, it is a win.
Dude, Mahomes didn't even play that game.
You don't know when or where he played.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Do you know what's Mahomes? Tell me this, Taylor. What's Mahomes' first name?
Patrick.
Oh,
I knew it too. Yeah.
I knew it too.
Congratulations. You know the most famous football player in the world's name. Who's from your hometown?
The most famous is football player.
He's not from my hometown.
Travis.
He is. You're not from St. Louis?
Is he from St. Louis?
Yeah. Born and bred.
See, this is one of those.
I don't think that's going to be true.
He went to your high school.
He's from Tyler, Texas. And he's 4 years younger than me. God, I'm a loser.
I used to do that to myself. It was Eric Lindros. I forget which one of us is older, but we're like within 3 days of each other, something really close. Then I would measure my life progress against this NHL superstar. It never looked good for me.
Yeah, he was born February 28th, 1973, which is very close to you.
Mm-hmm.
I always remember you're a 73, Kyle's an 86. I'm a 91. I don't have to work hard to remember my own birth year.
I graduated high school in 91. It helps me remember yours.
That's
the big game,
crazy.
Of course, is January 1st. Georgia Bulldogs taking on Notre Dame.
You guys are going to crush Notre Dame. I hope Georgia just dominates because I see all these fans of Notre Dame, and apparently every year their big thing is it's actually not a huge deal that we pick our own schedule. And it's it is. It's an enormous deal. You get to pick what teams you play. Seriously? Are you like that? They're ranked based on a schedule that they get to pick to play. I think that's why people like Shane Gillis, who are big Notre Dame fans, have this weird inferiority complex because there's a baked in assumption that your team gets to choose who they play.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch Notre Dame play a game this year. I don't even know who they played. I do know they're ranked number 5 and they blew Indiana out. So I am very nervous about the game. I am super duper nervous about the game. But you know what I'm really nervous about?
You guys are going to win.
Having to face Texas for the 3rd fucking time in the national championship game.
Maybe they figured you out, you mean?
I don't want to have to do that. Well, every time we play, we've got fewer players. And every time we play Texas, they come a little closer to winning. So and we're not going to have our QB for the playoffs.
Oh, I thought you guys blew them out. Was it close?
The first game we beat them by 15. The second one went to OT.
It has that Vitas Gerulatis. Do you know this person, Kyle?
No, sir.
He's a tennis player. He's a pro, and he lost to, I think, Bjorg Bergensen 16 times in a row. And he's like, nobody beats Vitas 17 times in a row because he did manage to win one time.
Yeah.
So you're going for your 3rd win? I don't know. I honestly
the problem is each time we play them, it's for more money, and they just keep. It's like, when do you get to play us anymore? This is hard.
I worry about your backup quarterback. Now, I don't know anything.
Of course.
I just know the backup quarterback is typically not as good as the first string.
He's not.
And also, it takes a little while to get good at this job. You can't step into it in a playoff game and be better. It'd take a good stroke of fortune for him to play well.
They did get the bye So they got that extra couple weeks to try to get things together. But I'm super worried. I'm going to watch and I'm going to be super stressed out. I'm not going to talk about it if we lose. I'm going to pretend I'm going to black hole
if
that
you want,
event.
I can bring it up.
Yeah, if we win, you bring it. Yeah, if we bring it
up. We'll bring it up no matter what.
Well,
I promise not to send insulting memes about someone whose sports team just lost.
That'll be so funny. If they lose, Woody, let's just go.
It'll be a gif of a leprechaun abusing a bulldog.
It happens to me too, and I hate it. Like, so I guess it was last year or the year before. Like the Sixers had an actual shot at being good. They were like, if there were maybe 5 teams that could win the championship, they were in that conversation, and they got beat. And I really cared, and the Patreons were ruthless.
Yeah,
but I had it coming.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take a snap all year, but I do feel invested. I really would love to win another one, and we get our shot at it, which is all that you can ask for. I love the playoff system. I'm glad we got our shot at it. I'm glad Alabama got stiffed. Fuck you, Bama.
But wait, you would have made top 4, right? You got the bye, so you were.
You mean even if we lost to Texas, or I'm not sure.
No, I mean even if it was the previous playoff system, you would have made top 4.
Oh yeah, we were number 2 going into the playoffs. We're the number 2 seed. So yeah, but I still prefer this system because we had to like fight our way back to number 2 after that Ole Miss loss. You know,
and last year I think last year you were top 4. That's just me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The 5th team would have made the playoffs. That's not fair. I love this because I think we'll figure out who the best team is. You know,
we'll have a good idea. Well, and we can also see who didn't belong. Like this is the idea of 12 teams is good, but maybe the way we pick those 12 teams is not so good yet because clearly Indiana didn't belong. Clemson probably didn't belong. And as much as I despise Bama, man, I bet they'd give Notre Dame a harder time.
They belong in the top 12.
I bet Notre Dame wouldn't have blown Bama out. But again, I hate Bama. I want bad things for them to happen. I wish that just awful things. You don't even know how much I dislike that organization.
You want the best teams in the mix. And
did you see? No, I don't. No, not when it comes to them.